morning, everyone, from me as well. My name is Hilary Rand. I am a fellow alumni of EHL. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our next session, and I'm only gonna mention the name and give the floor to our speaker. So Jean-Guy de Gabriac, founder, World Wellness Weekend. Welcome to the inaugural EHL Alumni Conference, and the floor is yours.
More than ever, in the times of survival and innovation that we live in, those four letters, AEHL, can make a world of a difference, connecting 25,000 alumni from all over the world, starting conversations, sharing experiences and opportunities. It is amazing what four letters can generate, the potential they hold and the energy they contain. Quantum physics say that we are not in a world of things or objects. We are in a world of relations, connecting to the world around us and connected to each other. So I have one question for you. It's a very simple question, and your answer matters most. It will determine how you will go through today, this week, these times of uncertainty, of anxiety, but also these times of opportunity. Are you ready for the question? Here it is. When you think of the COVID-19 situation in your country, in your city, in your business, when you allow yourself to connect with your feelings and emotions about all that you hear and read about the pandemic, what is the first four-letter word or the first four-letter verb that comes to your mind right now? Just four letters. Now, I'm not a mentalist, but if your word or verb starts with FU or SH, I would like to give you a second chance to find another meaningful word or verb. To do that, you need to focus on your mindset. Flush stress out with a quick and simple breathing exercise. Let's nourish your brain with confidence, and let's feed your guts with pleasure hormones like endorphins, serotonin, or oxytocin. Tanya Chernova, an award-winning educator and best-selling author, who is the ambassador emeritus of the World Wellness Weekend in Canada, calls this exercise an oxy breathing because it releases oxytocin in your body, which increases the feeling of confidence, of trust, and openness. So breathe through the nose, slowly, confidently, and joyfully. Hold for a brief moment and release in one go with a smile. Now, let's do it a second time to really fill the cup of confidence to the brim. Let's get on a higher level of awareness. I didn't say let's get high. Let's get on an higher level of awareness. It's easy and it's legal, by the way. Breathe in through the nose, hold, smile, and release in one go. Now, when you think about the opportunities around you, the support you can get from your friends and colleagues, the support you can give them, the positive role you can have at work, in your city, in your community, and in your family, what is the other four-letter word or verb that comes to your mind? Is it fear or lead? Is it cope or hope? Is it cave or care? Is it quit and find something else, or love? Is it grit to find the resiliency and the courage to carry on? Or is it the state of flow in which time and space dissolve because you're so focused, so dedicated, the time and space don't matter, only the purpose does? Neuroscientists estimate that the average person has 70,000 thoughts per day, and that's 3,000 thoughts per hour, about 50 per minute, just one under a second. Of those, 95% are said to be exactly the same repetitive thoughts as the day before, and about 80% are negative. These studies reveal that the quality of your existence, of our existence, rests on the quality of our internal and external communication. It also reveals how our bodies respond to the way we think, feel, and act. If you start paying attention to these words, you will see that if you change your words, you will change your work. Last March, in collaboration with Zeina Abdo, the Alumni and Industry Associate Director of EHL, and the World Wellness Weekend, we started a series of wellness conversations with thought leaders. I highly encourage you to go and listen to them on YouTube, especially the conversations with Daniel Friedland about conscious leadership and with Mia Kirikos about love as a business strategy. Of course, there are many more that I could mention, but just let's focus on this with the time that I have remaining. These will be the 2 words and 4 letters that I shall focus on and dig in: lead and love. I'll try to summarize what Daniel and Mia shared with the EHL alumni that were present on that time, but of course you can listen to them in replay on YouTube. Before we lead well in the world, we need to learn how to lead well from within. That includes the capacity to navigate stress, uncertainty, and self-doubt that can lock us down in reactivity and low-performance leadership. In his book, Leading Well from Within, Daniel gives a framework based on neuroscience to develop high-performance leadership, to build strong roots, nourish these strong roots, so that you can grow branches that elevate others in the world. It is an act of influence from within that generates value in the world when we master the tools to grow a creative mindset. We rise by lifting others. It is the seeds of social awareness, empathy, and compassion so that we can achieve the results that we want to see in the world. Daniel also talks about conscious capitalism, not just the brain, how it is implemented in the world by companies like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Best Buy, Patagonia, that believe that societal transformation is going to come out of business. Their common statement is, we exist to elevate humanity. And they are built on 4 tenets. 4 higher purpose drives, an ecosystem in which all stakeholders win: shareholders, colleagues, vendors, partners, and the environment wins. Conscious leadership and a conscious culture that drives a thriving environment. In a book called Firms of Endearment, Rajendra Sisodia tracked 28 companies over a 15-year period. And he shows that firms that align the interest of all stakeholders in such a way that no single stakeholder group gains at the expense of other groups have outperformed the market by 10-1. In another conversation about wellness with Zeina, we invited Mia Kirikos, who recently was the Senior Vice President and Global Head of Wellbeing for Hyatt Hotel Corporation. Mia talked very eloquently about building a culture of love in corporations, with so many research available about positivity management and love as the superpower of positivity. She mentioned a book called Positivity by Barbara Fredrickson that shares the science and evidence behind positivity, its various forms, its connections with both business and human performance. Mia was wondering, can love pay? Can love pay as a business strategy that you can see in a top line and a bottom line? Her research that you can find on her LinkedIn profile with the articles that she wrote about love as a business strategy will save everyone a lot of time. Yes, it does. Love pays. Mia presents a new perspective on ROI, especially in hospitality, that she calls reciprocity on investment. She learned it from Steve Farber, author of Love is Just Damn Good Business. He says, it's time to toss aside the touchy-feely notions of love in business and acknowledge the real power that it holds. Love is not only appropriate in the concept of business, it is the foundation of great leadership. Reciprocity on investment means that if you do what you love in the service of others, that love will come back to you and your business. You do not have to love physically the people you care for, but if you love to care, the impact stands to be exponential. It is the big difference between having a job and a calling, or waking up to an alarm clock, or waking up to a calling. It is not about being romantic about love, it is about being strategic with love.